Hey, Paul Malignaggi, the Magic Man, two-time world champion, here with Ramon Perez from BXR in London. First and foremost, welcome to BXR in London. We have a little gift for you. I know you like caps. BXR hat, man. So just a few questions. We don't want to take too much of your time. We know you're a busy man traveling around. So first and foremost, this is the question everyone asks. We got some questions for you. Tyson Fury or AJ? Honest opinion and why?
I've always felt and that Fury was kind of the heavyweight to beat for a while now, and I still pick that. You know, it's still hard to pick against Fury. I know he's an inconsistent guy. I know that sometimes he looks better than others in some performances, but one thing that really sticks out about Tyson Fury is when he's got a major problem in front of him, when he's got a high-level opponent in front of him, he always brings it, and he always brings it very good, and he performs the way he's supposed to. So, yes, sometimes he diminishes himself to the level of his opposition, but he always gets the result in those situations. But then when he does step up, you know, he does raise his game, and we've seen that in his performances against both Klitschko and Deontay Wilder.
Okay, so that's obviously you're learning from the man right here. So, second question, this goes to you. So, what would you say would be the hardest fight that took the most out of you, meaning you had to give your heart and soul?
I'd say the Miguel Cotto fight took a lot out of me, but it was also a fight where I was young enough to be able to deal with that kind of a fight. You know, I think you don't want to be in that kind of a fight when you're later in your career, you know, but I think it was an early part of my career, and it was a very physically demanding, grueling fight for sure.
Indeed.
But luckily, I was young enough at 25 years old to still be able to get through it, heal up, and come back from it. And of course, the mindful effect of that was, you know, the promotional effect of that was that people now knew who I was because I'd been in a fight like that, and I was able to take advantage of that and promote the rest of my career to a much better level.
Correct. Speaking of your career, amazing commentator. I mean, me being a boxer myself, a personal fan, I'm always like taking notes when I hear you talking.
Thank you.
Do you plan on doing this long term, like the commentator? Is it something that you're going to grow into?
Yeah, you know, it's something that's cool. You know, I just take it year by year. You know, I have contracts with the network that I work with, Showtime in the U.S. But I work a lot of freelance stuff here in the U.K. I know you guys see me a lot here in the U.K. as well. And you know, I enjoy it. You know, it doesn't really feel like work a lot of times. You know, it's something I enjoy. I enjoy talking boxing. I enjoy chatting about boxing. So if I'm working a fight, to me, it's basically chatting about the fight that I'm watching in front of me with my co-commentators. You know,
definitely. So
it's kind of it has that feel to it for me. And of course, I love that people appreciate the way I commentate and broadcast, because I try to bring out patterns and things of the nature that when you're watching the fight through my eyes, and if I can feel like making you watch the fight through my eyes, then maybe you'll get a better experience out of it. Maybe you'll pick up on things a bit more. And so if you learn something and you pick it up for the next time you watch a fight, maybe even if I'm not commentating it, now you can enjoy your experiences a little bit better. And that's kind of where my passion lies in with commentating.
Okay. Get a front row seat with the champ. So moving forward, we're going back home. I'm a Jersey boy. You got New York right here. I mean, we're like cousins. With that being said, what's your favorite food from New York?
Pizza probably. You know, I think
Same.
you know everybody's.
Same.
And I didn't really, you know, it's funny. I didn't really until I lived in LA for a couple of years, you know, about a decade ago, and I didn't really know New York pizza was a thing until I left New York. You know, I didn't really. To me, it was just pizza, and I was only used to the good pizza. And then when you leave New York, and they're like, yeah, it's not New York pizza. And I'm like, yeah, I didn't even know New York pizza was a thing. But man, yeah, the pizza back home it tastes better.
100%.
So I'd say the pizza up in the Northeast is definitely something that's hard to beat.
Agreed, 100%. Last question. So obviously boxing's booming once again. We got the heavyweights, welterweights. You got Earl Spence. Who do you see right now? Obviously you got Lomachenko as the pound for pound guy. Terrence Crawford. Where are we at?
You know, I think pound for pound is more like a fantasy matchup. You know what I'm saying? There's no weight classes in pound for pound, so it's hard to mix and match it. You know, you can make a pound for pound direct matchup, say Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford, right? Like, and you say, okay, if Errol beats Terrence Crawford, which I would predict he would, then people would say, oh, okay, he's pound for pound, he's better. Not necessarily, because it's not Terrence's first weight class. You know what I mean? That's one of the advantages I have for Errol in that direct matchup. If they were both natural welterweights, I might edge Crawford in that fight. You know what I'm saying? But because Errol's a nasty fighter, and so is Crawford.
Inside, outside.
But in reality, I edge the fight a little bit towards Errol because of the weight class class that he's naturally in is bigger, while Terrence is coming from lightweight. So, you know, I still, that's why to me pound for pound is still methodical. It's still a fantasy kind of thing, you know, because even if you do get direct matchups of 2 pound for pound fighters, a lot of times they're still not naturally the same weight regardless. So you know, it's a fun discussion, but that's all it is for me.
100%. So look, I could ask Paulie 1,000 questions. I could sit here all day. I want to first of all thank you for your time. Okay, 2-time world champion Paul Malignaggi, the Magic Man.